Unsolved Mysteries of India. Kodinhi, Kerala's village of twins. By any metric, conceiving twins and triplets is a rare natural occurrence around the world. In fact, on average only 16 out of 1,000 successful pregnancies in the world result in twins, and this average is even lower in India, just 9. However, this ratio is heavily skewed in the sleepy hamlet of Kodinhi in Kerala, which has a record 400 pairs of twins, in a population of just over 2,000 families. Geneticists and scientists have long tried to explain this rare phenomenon, but are only now making some headway. While experts have pointed to genetics as an obvious factor, what's even more mysterious is that, irrespective of religion, lineage, or their original heritage, all families living in the village have conceived more than the average pairs of twins over the last few generations, and the number is consistently growing. Prahlada Jani, India's fasting fakir. India is a land of eccentric saints and sadhus, but none of these gurus have raised worldwide interest, and flummoxed experts as much as Prahlada Jani, the sadhu who claims to have fasted without food or water for over 40 years. Obviously, his claims had long been taken with a pinch of salt by scientists and experts, and outright dismissed by rationalists. However, in 2010, Jani was part of an extensive study by a team of 35 Indian experts, from the Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Science, which lasted over 15 days. While the study was shrouded in mystery with the government deciding not to divulge any details, it was widely publicized that the guru, also known as Mataji, was in good health, despite not eating or drinking water, and being in isolation for more than 10 days. It was further claimed that he did not urinate or excrete during the duration of the tests. While the veracity of this account is still an open question, it certainly has raised interest among the world's leading experts. Hanging Pillar of Lepakshi. Temples in India are repositories of many of the country's existing mysteries, both religious and architectural. But none have garnered the kind of interest for eccentricities as the Lepakshi Temple of Andhra Pradesh. While the nearly 500-year-old temple is an architectural wonder, and also a site of national importance, the one particular attraction that has caught the most attention is the famous Hanging Pillar of Lepakshi. In the center of the temple structure, that consists of more than 60 pillars, there exists one beautifully carved stone pillar that does not touch the ground, hanging just a few centimeters above ground. The science behind it is yet to be sufficiently examined, but whether by design or by a freak of nature, the hanging pillar definitely constitutes an unsolved mystery, unlike any other in India. Sentinelese of Andaman and Nicobar. North's Sentinel Island in the Indian archipelago of Andaman and Nicobar is home to what is widely believed to be the most isolated tribe in the world. While there are several uncontacted peoples in several parts of the world, what makes the Sentinelese special is that, unlike most other tribes, they remain uncontacted not because of geographical isolation, but rather primarily because they actively reject it, and even use violence against those that try to establish contact. According to recent research, the language and culture of the Sentinelese do not bear resemblance to any others in the vicinity, leading to the premise that they have possibly remained without contact with the outside world for thousands of years. Shephel, the land of snakes. India has a long tradition of worshipping different animals as embodiments of deities associated with them, and one of the most popular among them is the magnificent king cobra. However, nowhere else in India are cobras more revered than in the Maharashtrian village of Shephel, where they roam free and wild in astonishingly large numbers. But what is most startling about this quaint hamlet is that, despite the large number of poisonous snakes that roam unfettered even near children and the elderly, there have been almost no recorded cases of snakebite deaths among the locals. Whether it has to do with their own immunity, or a symbiotic bond that has been developed with the snakes, the village of Shephel definitely defies the reputation of cobras as harbingers of death. Mass bird suicides of Jatinga. This remote village located in the state of Assam is home to one of the most baffling phenomena in nature. Every year, during the end of the monsoon months, birds of several species such as the tiger-bittern, little egret, and pond heron, apparently commit suicide by hitting against bamboo poles in the area. While birds are usually great navigators, this phenomenon came to global attention in the 1960s after several expeditions. There have been multiple explanations for why this happens, such as disorientation and fog build-up. However, experts are yet to arrive at a more concrete explanation. The curious case of Shanti Devi, who recalled being Lujdi Devi in past life. In the 1930s, a 4-year-old Delhi girl brought the whole nation to a standstill. Reason? Only one sentence that said, "I have lived here before." Born in 1926 in a Delhi-based family, Shanti Devi began reminiscing details of a past life at the age of 4. She claimed she was Lujdi Devi from Mathura, who lived with her husband Kedar Nath, and had died during childbirth. Her recollections of her life as Lujdi Devi were spotless, and were further proved right when a letter sent to Mathura was received by Kedar Nath, at the exact address she had shared. Shanti Devi also recognized Kedar Nath at first glance, and recalled details of their life lived together. This strange case even reached Mahatma Gandhi, who upon meeting young Shanti was visibly surprised according to eyewitness accounts, and also set up an inquiry commission for the case. The case was picked by multiple Indian and foreign researchers over time, who found her claims to be uncannily accurate. The story of Shanti Devi's reincarnation till date remains one of the most well-documented, unsolved mysteries of past life recalling in present time.